This is every secret teaser you may have missed. Now, with every single LEGO Fortnite update that we've had, after the update releases, there is always a few secret little things that they added in that they never told us about in the patch notes. And it seems as though we could see a few of those little secrets inside of the trailer video. Now, this update does begin at about 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where all of the servers will go down as they start publishing all of this information into the game. I would expect the servers to be back up around 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about 3 hours later, and hope that we are then able to play. They are going to add a bunch of bundles and different type of things into the item shop as well. One of the leaks that we got is a bunch of Star Wars decor that has 142 decor items ranging from 250 to 750 V-Bucks, which is incredibly cheap. As far as all of the skins that are in the game, you're going to see a reoccurring theme with the bundles costing anywhere from 1,000 to 1,800 V-Bucks in order to get them. But there's a ton of brand new skins that are dropping in the game, a bunch of returning skins dropping into the game, and then obviously more LEGO set bundles for us as well. And if you guys want to support me, make sure that you guys go to the support a creator section in your item shop and place in the code CRAFTYPLAYS. Now, we first off got a nice little look at the rift being used in this trailer video. Now, we do know that rifts will be coming later on in the game when it comes to the dark forest biome, brand new rift caves, and different type of materials. But is it possible that the rift is used in this update as well, specifically to some of the brand new Star Wars materials that we need to collect? I'm not entirely sure. However, knowing that rifts are being used is a very good sign to know that they have figured out how to translate rifts from Battle Royale into LEGO Fortnite. Now, we're also able to see some airships. So we do see the Star Destroyer, we do see some TIE fighters, and we do see some X-Wings that we have already seen from the previous trailer leaks that we saw on the imaging. Now, we do see that the Star Destroyer does crash, but what happens to all of the TIE fighters? What happened to all of the X-Wings? Are these also broken, or is it possible that we're able to find these or discover these or see them flying around the map? Once again, we're not sure, but there's another part of the trailer that does indicate that we will be able to fly some of these airships. Now, the next part of this is actually huge news for all of us if this actual video is true. Now, in this video, pointed out to me by my guy Jins in my Discord, these buildings are actually positioned on different angles, meaning they're not only facing northeast, west, or south, they're actually facing in different angles like northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, which is a feature that we don't have in the game right now when it comes to building. If you guys wanted to place your builds at different angles to face different objects or different directions, you had to use a bunch of different tricks that some YouTubers posted. Now it appears that they're allowing us to actually fix that and just place things facing different angles the way that we actually want to. Now, there's no way I'm bringing up the porta potty scene, but I'm going to. I took a look at the LEGO Battle Pass that's releasing, and inside of there was no indication of this porta potty actually releasing into the game with those builds. So this might mean that we are getting additional free builds into the game or different type of bundles added into the game. Again, not 100% sure what's releasing just yet outside of what they've showed us, but this wasn't included in that LEGO Battle Pass, so this is either something that we load into the game and find or is potentially sold to us later on. Now, I talked to you guys earlier about potentially being able to grab or find different airships. Now, this scene right here in particular is showing off a blueprint to an aircraft in the game. So again, maybe this is something that we discovered by doing the quest. Maybe this is something that they add on later on, as this is an 80-day long event. But overall, this does look really nice considering if they're already talking about blueprints to these aircrafts, maybe that is also something that we get in the game. Now, there was a few things pointed out to me by my comment section while covering this trailer the other day that I just wanted to touch on for all of you guys, because if I missed it, it's also possible that you guys missed this. Right off the bat, something that I can see is that an object is thrown at Sky while she's running away. Now, I don't know if that is because they went ahead and threw an axe at her or something of that nature, or a pickaxe or a sword, but that looks very interesting, and maybe that does get added into the game. Another thing that is really interesting about this is if you take a look at the stormtroopers that are on the right side of the screen, what you could see is that both of them are actually left-handed. So they're actually holding a sword in their left hand and a forest axe in their left hand. Right now in LEGO Fortnite, that's not possible to hold items in your left hand. So this might indicate that you are going to be able to dual wield the weapons in this game, whether that's dual wielding lightsabers or things just in switching your handedness, like using a forest axe with your left hand or a sword with your left hand, might be possible after this update. Now, the very final scene that is on here is actually your player getting themselves a blue milk, which is an iconic drink that released inside of the LEGO series. Now, when it comes to this drink in particular, I think you guys know exactly what you're going to need, which is going to be slurp mushroom, which comes from pigs, now making them extremely valuable, and also some milk, which you could obviously get from your cows. Now, this is how I'm preparing for this update, because ultimately we are not 100% sure what we're going to need, as we do know Durasteel, Scrap Durasteel, and Plastoid is releasing into the game. The number one thing that I recommend to go ahead and grab is as much wood as you can. We should be building with wood when it comes to these brand new builds, so I definitely recommend grabbing some of those, as well as a ton of plank. If you guys missed out on the duplication glitch, you guys may not have that much plank, but I do recommend grabbing as much as possible. And that final item that I definitely recommend is actually going to be in this chest right here, which is going to be sand. So I definitely recommend grabbing as many pickaxes, as many axes, and as many shovels as you can, and grab so many of these that all of your chests are filled. Pickaxes should be getting yourself granite, forest axe should be getting yourself some of the wood, and then grabbing sand as well. That way you can build some of those buildings that come with the battle pass. And the final thing that you can do is get as much slurp mushroom as you can from some of the pigs that you may have inside of your animal shelters, and then also use those cows in order to get yourself some milk. If blue milk does release into the game, you are going to want to be locked and loaded with milk and blue or mushrooms in order to create the brand new drink.